We're back on Smells Like 90's Rock. It's Hot Toddy and DJ Pork. And, I never watched the Boondocks regularly back in the day when it was on. And I missed a lot, clearly, on
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. It will challenge what is acceptable.
It really will. In
It'll-
big ways, too. But
Yeah, yeah. Especially for somebody who's sort of like college educated and sort of taught that misogyny, homophobia, racism are all terrible things
those
that
are
should never
bad
be
things.
that
Yes.
should never be joked about even
Yes.
at any capacity. This show exploits every single one of those arenas.
More than once. Like, just through the entire episode. Every episode is like that.
Uncle Ruckus, were you actually aware of the character before tonight?
Yes, yeah. I knew
How
the
terrible he is.
I knew he was terrible. I knew the characters pretty well, but I just didn't watch the show regularly. But damn, it's a funny show. But God, there's a lot to it. That's for sure.
Yes, it's a very difficult show to laugh at, especially if you were Caucasian like you and I.
We are Caucasian human beings. You're right about that.
It's
And,
just- I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how to react to it.
you don't know how to deal.
most of the time.
He doesn't. DJ Pork does not know how to deal with this, folks. It's just too much for him.
It's just I don't know.
No, it's all right.
I remember watching it with some roommates, so a good set of roommates at one time, and
You actually had good roommates at one time.
I did at one time, and they were like, "Yeah, this show's really racist. I'm kind of uncomfortable watching it."
That's what they said, or you said?
That's what they said.
Oh.
I mean, I've grown up on Chris Rock's stand-up routines,
Yeah.
Dave Chapelle, and
Yeah.
everything that has like racially charged humor. So I understand the boundaries that are set in place for me
Yes.
when approaching that kind of stuff, but it's never necessarily made me feel uncomfortable
No.
hearing it.
Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It could very well be a bad thing, as we're sort of as race relations are in a very, very poor state today.
They are.
So probably need to redefine those boundaries and reinforce those boundaries
That's all
in
right.
many, many, many respects.
That's all right.
Because I mean, we were, I think, I who was I talking to today? That I just remember having a conversation with, I think, just somebody at work today, and they sort of remarked that it seemed like we were actually starting to unify a little bit under Obama.
We were.
There definitely was a divide that was beginning to take place, and I think that was largely media driven,
Yeah.
probably conservative media driven
Mhm.
specifically.
Specifically.
But it seemed like there was a point where we were actually sort of unifying, and sort of
We were happy.
boundaries were
Yeah.
starting to dissolve, but those boundaries just came right back up.
They came out of
The 2016
They
election.
came out of nowhere on that one. Yeah. Because nobody saw that conclusion of that election happening.
No, which
Nobody.
is strange.
Nostradamus didn't see that one coming. Even he's like, "Damn."
Even the Dave Chappelle show version of Nostradamus didn't
Mhm.
see that one coming, and we can't repeat his
Oh,
name.
we cannot say his name. That's right.
No, it's Paul Mooney
It was
though.
Paul Mooney who played him, but he was something else, Damas. Inward. We'll just say Inward Damas. That's what he was called on the show, and it was very funny.
Yeah, it was.
White people love Wayne Brady because he makes
Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
That is still my favorite line from all of Chappelle's. Well, other than "I'm Rick James, bitch," but that's still one of my favorite lines.
Oh, I remember the Wayne Brady episode. That when Wayne Brady kind of like kidnapped Dave Chappelle. That was
Yes.
that was definitely one of my favorites.
Mine too. Because have you ever seen the outtakes from that episode?
No,
Wayne Brady did not want to say bitch.
he didn't want to say bitch.
He
He
goes
delivered it pretty well.
when that one part where he says, "Is Wayne Brady going to have to choke a bitch?" He
He just had to stop himself a
he had
few
to,
times.
he kept messing up and had to stop, and he kept looking at the director. Do I have to say bitch? He's like, do I have to say that? So, I mean, he really is who he is in real life.
He's just a nice, classy
He's a
guy.
nice guy's like, do I really have to say that? And he's like, yeah. And so they,